Нет, он так не сказал. Я сказал, если хочешь, прыгай.
Почему, если потом вечером, помнишь, у меня было я это рассказала Али под шоком. Ты это рассказала Али? Сказала, что я теперь в Бога верю, что мы свой мальчик, я сказала, но она Алла ты ж нашла там матрас? Нет, не нашла. Он потом купил.
А что мне было? Анька, а что мне было?
Slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new hung in the sky, will behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Send melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Now, Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and I won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so that she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, then I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which will be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such presence here to plead my thoughts. But I do beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery but none. For I, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your days, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed are they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthly or happy is the rose distilled, and that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies, single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and on the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship. On that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have your father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right to her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes, in every way, as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And, what is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of the beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nidar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard as much, but Demetrius, come, Egeus, you shall go with me. For you, Hermia, look you to fit your fancies to fit your father's will. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Egeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly the same.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Chance the roses there do fade so fast.
Be like for want of rain, which I can well perceive them from the tempest of my eyes.
I me. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Spite, too high to be enthralled to low.
or else was rapid in respective years,
Cross, too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh hell, to choose love by another's eye.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning and melancholy night that in his spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Therefore let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues. She respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Happy fair. Your eyes are lone stars, and your tongue sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. When sickness is catching, were favor so, yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your ear, my eye your eye, my tongue would catch your tongue, sweet melody. I mean, were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I would give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me so.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
Well, the more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
And none but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. For the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must start our sight from Lover's Street tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or others some can be. Through Athens I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius think not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose into form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. And nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste. Wings and no eyes? Figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. You for ere only mine. And when that hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the woods will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. Oh, but here in me I to enrich my pain, to have his son thither and back again. Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, read forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
I will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will lose storms. I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely or about to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks, and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. His car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. And I read forth the rest of the plays. This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows vendor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Francis Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? Wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, Faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you
I
will.
may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice.
Thisbe, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe. Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Robin Starveling. You must play Pyramus's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Tom Snout. You must play Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snout, the joiner. You the lion's part. And I hope here is the play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be given me, for I'm flow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
Aye, and you should do it too terribly. You would fright the ladies and the Duchess, and they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us.
Masters, I grant you, if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you into any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one should see on a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus. me to request you and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There shall be rehearsed, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw us a bill of properties such as suits our play. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and then we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect.
Take pains, be perfect. At the Duke's oak we
And not holding from those dreams.
How now, spirit?
Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall, her pensioners be in their gold coats, but you see, those be rubies, fairy favors. In those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight.
Take heed, Queen, not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath.
A lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child.
Knight of his train to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds the loving boy.
Crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy.
But now they never meet in grove nor green.
By fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen.
But they do swear
that all their elves for fear
creep into acorn cup
and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens in the villaging, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the kern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn? And sometimes make the drink to bear no barn, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm. They that hobgoblin call you. And sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speak'st aright.
I am that merry wanderer of the night.
I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal.
And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap,
The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale. Sometimes when 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from your bulk, down topple she.
a tail across the and then the whole laugh.
And wax the American sneeze and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there.
But make room, fairy. Here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
night, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest steep of India, but that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and warrior love to Theseus must be wedded. You come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the midsummer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by caved fountain or by rushy brook, or on the beached margin of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, the crows are fatted. With the Murrian flock, the human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him nor carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries. And the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order. And of the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, remarking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me. I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou remember, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell, it fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid shall make or man or woman madly dote on the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not. Therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayest me. Thou toldst me they were stolen to this wood, and here I am, and woed within this wood because I cannot meet with Hermia. Therefore get thee gone, and follow me no more.
Oh, will you draw me, you hard-hearted adamant? But yet you draw not iron from my heart, is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you. Oh.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell thee that I do not, nor I cannot love
And
you?
even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do entreat your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Oh, well, your virtue is my privilege for that. It is not night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The wild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Oh. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I'll not stay thy questions. Let me go! Or, if thou wilt not, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye. In the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, sweet nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank whereon the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There lies Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers by dances and delight, and where the snake throws her enamelled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know him by the Athenian garments he hath on, effected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
some wore with rare mice their leather and wings to make my small elves' coats. And some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now to sleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs whom we not see. Newts and blind worms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Come not near our fairy queen. Hence away, hence away. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. Lullaby, 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, our lovely lady night. So good night, so good night, so good night, so good night, with lullaby. So good night, 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 with lullaby. So good night, so good night, so good night, so good Weaving spiders, come not here, hence you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black, approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Weaving spiders, come not here, hence you long-legged spinners, hence. Hence you long-legged spinners, hence. Come not here, come not here, come not here. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. Lullaby, 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, my lovely lady night. So good night, 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 with lullaby. So good night, so good night, with hence away, now all is well. One aloof stands scented now.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak the troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so. Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Or take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart can we make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lie, but, gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off. In human modesty, such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So, far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that which the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone,
But Athenian find I none.
on whose eyes I might approve.
Whose flowers force and stirring love.
Night in silence.
Who is here? These of Athens he doth wear.
This is he, my master said, despised of the Athenian maid.
And hear the maiden sleeping sound.
Pretty soul, she durst not lie. Near this lack-love, this kill courtesy.
Churl, upon thine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe.
When thou wakest, let love forbid. Sleep his seat on thy eyelid.
So awake when I am gone, where I must
Stay, do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase.
The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No. No. I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster, fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? But who is here? What, Lysander? On the ground, dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Oh, transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Oh, do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes that I with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier made. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will. Leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo? Oh, fare you well. Yet, perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. That a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, whereas the heresies that men do leave are hated most of those they did deceive, so thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helena and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander. Help me. Oh, pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. I me for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander, Lord? What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, that I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. I won't see that.
I like it, a powerless fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue. and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Make it 8 in 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. There is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, first he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must speak through, thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. Mary, you better name his name, which you're complaining he is.
Snug the joy. It shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into the chamber. For as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
Calendar, look in the almanac, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes!
What?
It don't shine that night.
Then let us leave a chamber window, casement open there where we play, and let the moonshine in at the casement.
Or else, that shall be so. But there is another thing, that is to bring a wall into the chamber. For, as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through the chink of a wall.
Oh, you can never bring in a wall, huh? What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, some loam, and some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, every mother's son, sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, when you have spoken, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here?
So near the cradle of the fairy queen.
What? A play toward? I'll be not there.
An act or 2, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe. The flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors.
Odors. Savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark! A voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile, and eek, most lovely Jew. As truest horse, that would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb. Ninus tomb,
man. You must not speak that part yet. That you speak to Pyramus. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is
as truest horse, that would never tire.
I were only thine.
Monsters! Monsters! We are heartless! Great master!
Long to touch the break and cry, a hog and at the bed and
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could, but I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here. And I will sing that they will hear, I am not afraid! Ha! Thistle cup, so black perfume, orange tawny bill. With little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
Sparrow, the place on grave, don't you many man of mark, and there's our answer neighbor, who would give, with so foolish a bird, who would give a bird the lie that would cry, come do, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, thou would have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I have wood enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. And I shall give thee fairies to attend on thee. And they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, while thou in pressed flowers doth sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moat, and mustard seed.
Ready? And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grape, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers, crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise. And crop the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal!
Hail.
Hail! Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, oh good Monsieur Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas blossom.
Good Master Peas Blossom, I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peas God, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Good Master Mustard Seed.
Wait upon him, lead him to my bower. And when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silence late.
I wonder if Johnny will be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Oh, here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will know about this haunted grove?
My mistress of the monster is in love.
Near to her close and consecrated bower, when she was in her dull and sleeping hour.
A crew of patches. Rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls.
We're met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day.
The shallowest thickskin of that barren sort, whom Pyramus presented in their sport.
Forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take, an ass's noise fixed on his head.
Along it did we must be answered, and forth my mimic come.
When they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, or
Russet painted chops, many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky.
so at his side away his fellows fly, and at our stump here oar and oar one falls.
He murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost in their fears thus strong.
Made senseless things begin to do them wrong, for briars and thorns of their peril snatch.
Some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all been patched. I led them on in this distracted fear.
And left sweet Pyramus translated there, when in that moment
So it came to pass.
Titania waked and straightway
Loved an ass!
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too.
And the Athenian woman by his side, that when she waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman.
But not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Thy breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Oh, now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes and blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. When he had stolen away from sleeping Hermia, I'll believe as soon this whole earth may be born, and the moon may through the center creep, and so displease your brother's noontide with Antipodes. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with thy stern cruelty. And yet you, the murderer, are as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her
Oh.
sparkling sphere.
Oh, what is this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience! Hast thou slain them? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him, being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
Thou waste thy passions on a disprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
If I could. What should I get there for?
Oh, a privilege never to see me more. Oh. And from thy hidden presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Henceforth, while here I shall remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe. Which in some measure it shall pay. If for his tender here, I'll make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love site. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
Then fate all rules that one man holding troth.
A million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go.
Oh.
Swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. Oh, fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go.
Swift as an arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band!
Helena is here at hand.
And you just took by me, pleading for a lover's fee.
Shall we off on pageancy?
Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once will one.
That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me.
That befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woman scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look when I bow, I weep, and bow so born. In their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. And when truth kills truth, oh, devilish, oh, pray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
No, not in my mind now. You give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh. Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe in show thy lips. Those blushing cherries tempting grow. Like pure, congealed white, high Taurus of snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holdst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this sea of bliss.
Spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent set against me for your merry. You know, if you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. I mean, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit! A manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin, and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know, I know, and hear, with all goodwill, with all my heart. Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours and Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I'll have none. If there I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her as a guest wife sojourned, and home to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Hail, Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest on thy peril thou buy it dear. Look, where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Night will from the arms, much it takes. Appear more quick of apprehension makes. Where did often hear the seeing sense of face, hearing double recompense. Oh, thou art not by mine eye, Lysander found, mine ear I beg it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth best to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him by. Fair Helena, who more in gilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be. Lo!
She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have been joined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? This whole counsel we have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all forgot. All school days friendship, childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling in one song, singing in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet a union in partition. So, with two seeming bodies but one heart, two of the first, like coats in heraldry, due but to one, but crowded with one crest. And will you rend our ancient love asunder, to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial. Why speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? But though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon you when I turn my back, wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up, this sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, but which is partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helen. I hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul. There, Helen.
Excellent.
Do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I swear I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tend
Hang off! Away, you brunette!
No! No, sir.
You will seem to break loose.
Take on as you would follow, and yet come not. You are a tame man. Go!
Oh! Hang off! Cat! Thou vile thing, let loose, or else take thee from me like a serpent!
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love out! Johnny Turner, out! Out! Lose medicine, hate it! Ocean!
Do you not jest? Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. But I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I, Hermia? Oh, not you, Lysander? It was fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and since night you left me. Oh, then you left me. The gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
Aye! By my life! And never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helen.
Jump! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine faith! Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? And will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit!
her. Tall person, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Thou painted maple, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes. Oh, I pray you, go, you love me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. Oh, I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her. Lower? Hark, again! Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsel, never wronged you. Save that, in love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he chid me hence and threatened me. To spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. And so I pray you let me quiet go. To Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no farther. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am. Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you? A foolish heart that here I leave behind. What? With Lysander? Demetrius, you...
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, I said she shall not. Good, you take her part.
She's angry, she is keen and shrewd. Yet she was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce. Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to fly with us? Nay, let me come to her.
Yet you gone! Dwarf, you minimus! Of hindering not grass maid, you bead, you acorn!
No, sir. You are too officious on her behalf that scorns your services. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if thou never dost a little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest to try who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I shall go with thee cheek by Jove.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back. I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands are quicker than mine for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. Oh, I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still, thou mistakes, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
And so far blameless proves my enterprise.
That I have anointed an Athenian's eyes.
And so far am I glad, and so did sword.
So jangling I did esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, the starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
For nights of dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
At whose approach ghosts, wandering here and there, troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all.
Through crossways and floods have burial, and all to their wormy beds have gone.
For fear lest day should look their shames upon, they willfully exile themselves from life.
And must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I'm here and feel them town. Up and lead them up and down. Up and down, I will lead them up and down. Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I'm here and feel them town. Up and lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
Or we'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again, thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Here, villain. Art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars and wilt not come. Come, reckoning. Come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws the sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
Before me, and still he dares me on. I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. Followed fast, but faster did he fly. Fallen am I in dark, but even way. Here will rest me, come thou gentle day. For if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
Ho, coward! How comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest. For well I wrote, thou runn'st before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou?
Come hither, I am here.
Thou mockest me. Thou shalt abide the day if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this whole bed. My days approach. Look, be busy.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night. Abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. Sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three.
Come one more. Two of both kinds makes up four.
Oh, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lamb.
Thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary. Never so in woe. Oh. He dabbled with dew and tore with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. Oh, my legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me, till break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground,
Sleep sound
I'll apply,
to your eye.
gentle lover,
Remedy
when thou wakest,
thou takes
true delight
in the sight,
of thy former lady's eye.
and the country proverb known, every man shall have his own.
In thy waking shall be shown.
Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill.
The man shall have his mare again,
and all shall be well.
you. Let not your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, be always away. So doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I do love thee, how I do dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, when I had, at my pleasure, taunted her. And she, in mild terms, begged my patience. I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, so that he awaking when the others do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
Ah, there lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music hall, and strike more dead than common sleep. Of all these five, the sense.
Music, ho! Music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakes.
With thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music. Now, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in due Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity.
Fairy King attendant Mark.
I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after nightshade, we the globe can compass soon swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed. And since we have devoured of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, go. Dispatch essay and find out the forester. We will, my love, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they made the bears with hounds of Sparta. Never have I heard so gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the fountains, the skies, every region near was all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-kneed and dew-lapped like the Salian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hollowed to, nor cheered with horn, in Crete and Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander, this Demetrius is, and Helena, old Nidar's Helena. I wonder of them being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent did come here in grace of our solemnity. But Speak, Egeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give an answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Let us wait. Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? Hatred is so far from jealousy. Sleep I hate, and fear no enmity.
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking. But as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated us both. You of your wife and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, Helen told me of their flight, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury fancy hither followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is, my love for Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to be now as in remembrance of an idol god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all my love, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I e'er betrothed, ere I saw Hermia, and like a sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Egeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, let a purposed hunting set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Paul.
These things seem small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks. Now I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are not still asleep? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Was not the Duke just here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let us follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
My cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus.
Good Quince. Blue the bellows, mender. Now the tinker. Starveling.
It's my life stolen hence and left me asleep.
I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. That's the wit of man to say what dream it was. Well, man is but an ass if he will go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will have to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke peradventure to make it the more gracious. I shall sing it after death!
Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
Become not that the play is marred, goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not such a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, yet simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
I am the best person too, for he is a very paramour for his sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is a thing of not.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made men.
Sweet boy bottom, thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. Could not escape 6 pence a day if the Duke hadn't given it to him for playing Pyramus, he'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus were nothing.
Where are these men? Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse wonders! But ask me not what. For if I tell you I am not true within you, I will tell you everything else, fellows.
Tell us, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will say is the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together. New strings to your beards. Good ribbons to your pumps. Every man meet presently at the palace. Look over your parts. For the short and the long is our play is preferred. In any case, let this be our clean linen. Let not he that plays the lion's part pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Go! Away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables and these fairy tales. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, witnesseth more than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, be it howsoever strange or admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now. What masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make a choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp? Well, none of that. That have I told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device. Played when I from Thebes came last to conquer. The thrice 3 muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth, merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
There is a play, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For therein there is not one word apt or one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which I must confess when I saw made mine eyes water, though it must be said, loud laughter more merry tears never shed.
And what are they that do play it?
hard-handed men that work in Athens here who never labored in their minds till now, now breathe their untoiled memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is no, my noble lord, it is nothing. I have heard it over. It's nothing in the world. Okay, unless you can find some humor in their intents, extremely stretched and con to do you service.
We will hear that play. Bring them in. Ladies, take your place.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged in duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have gone, great clerks at purpose greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced accent in their fears, and in conclusion dumbly have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, yet out of their silence have I picked a welcome. For in the modesty of fearful duty, I read as much as from the rattling tongue of soft and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, in least, speak most to my case.
So please your lord, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a round colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak.
Indeed, he hath played upon this prologue like a child on the recorder, a sound but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, then wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink. Poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which name by lion height, that trusteth is becoming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle did she fall, that lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, while Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak
when many asses do.
No.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, once not by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that in it, a cranny nook, or chink, to which the lovers Primus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly. This wall, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same low. The truth is so, huh? And this the cranny is, bright and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse.
Oh, Pyramus draws near the wall.
O night. O grim look night. O night with you so black. O night, whichever art when day is not. O night. O night. Alack. Alack, alack. I feel like Thisbe's promises forgot. And now, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. That wall. O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me that chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield me well for this. What see I? No Thisbe do I see? Oh! Wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No. Truth that we should not. And deceiving me is Thisbe. Skew she is to enter now, and I am despying her coming through the wall. We shall see. We'll fall pat right as I told her. One day she comes.
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love? Thou art my love, I think.
I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander, am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shafalus, to Procrus was so true.
Our Shafalus too progress I to you.
Whoa! Kiss me through the hole in this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's to meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, this wall away doth go.
Now is the partition down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I saw.
The best of this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amends.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them, then they of themselves they may pass for excellent men. Oh, but here come two noble beasts in, a lion and a moon.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouth that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough and wild, its rage doth roar. But know that I, one snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of a good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor. Ah, true. And a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
Well, his discretion, I'm sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. But we will leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He has no crescent, and the horns are invisible within the circumference.
I'm weary of this moon. Would he would change.
Well, by the small light of his discretion, it appears that he is in the wane. But, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
He cares not for the candle, for you see it is almost already in snuff.
Proceed, Moon.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
Why, this is the greatest error of all the rest. The man must be put into the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
All I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I am the man in the moon. This thorn bush is my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
All these should be in the lantern, for all these are in the moon. Silence.
This is old Ninny's too. Ninus too. But where is my love? Ah! Ah!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, Moon. Truly the moon granted the good grace.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the line vanished?
O moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy golden, gracious, glittering streams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay! Oh, spy! But mark! Poor night! What dreadful dawn is here? Eyes? Do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck. Oh, dear. Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Come, ye furies fell. Come, fates! Come! Come! Cut thread and thrum! Quail! Rush! Conclude! And quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make the man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature is a lion's frame. That lion violet here to flower with, my dear. Which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, dears, confound. Out sword, wound, the pap of Pyramus, aye, the left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus die I. Ah! And that, thus, yes, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight. Now da! Da! Da!
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe returns to find her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Now, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
I don't think she should use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep? My love? What, dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! White doom! Dead, dead a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these
yellow cowslip cheeks. What? Yellow cowslip cheeks.
yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers, make moan. His eyes were green as Life shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. With blade my breast imbrue. Farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Now lion and moon are left to bury the dead.
Aye, the wall too.
No. I assure you, the wall is down the part of their fathers. Would it please you to see an epilogue and to hear a burgomaster dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. I, if he that had writ it, had played Pyramus, and hanged himself in Thisbe's garden, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly. And very notably discharged. But come, your burgomaster. Let your epilogue alone. Lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends to bed, a fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Done.
Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the scritch out scritching loud.
Who puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud.
Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide.
Everyone lets forth its sprite in the church we pass to glide.
And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team,
From the presence of the sun.
following darkness like a dream, now are fallen.
Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house.
I am sent with broom before,
to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Sing and dance it.
Sing and dance it.
Sing
and dance it.
Sing and dance it.
Now until the break of day, through the house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. And the issue there create shall not have never mole, hairlip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised by nativity, shall upon their children be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless. Through this palace with sweet peace, ere shall it in safety rest, and the owner of it blessed. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended.
That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear.
And this weekend idle theme, no more yielding than a dream.
Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend.
And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck,
Now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends, ere long.
else the puck a liar call. But good night unto you all.
Give me your hands,